In bringing you this series of classic and often heretofore untold tales of Detroit music history, we turn back the clock to the early pioneer days of Motown for our starting point to what should be considered the granddaddy of all the sound of Motown, the place, Detroit's mixed venue, 20 grand. Was 20 grand a white venue or mixed venue?
Mixed.
Okay.
It was mixed, anybody could come there, but
Okay.
really it was a black club, really. For the black club.
Interesting. So the 20 grand had multiple clienteles. The place was the 20 grand. The people, well, originally Johnny Mae Matthews, and then she gave over to Berry Gordy and his newly formed Motown Records, her two premier groups, and this was their premier performance. They were the Temptations and the Supremes, and Berry Gordy personally invited Lee to their premiere performance at the 20 grand in Detroit. How wild was that night?
Well, it was very exciting. Every time Berry Gordy would have an act at the 20 grand, he would always invite people that could help him some way promote his agenda. He wanted us there because I could list records, I could sell records, his records. He wanted to introduce us to the records. A lot of the companies, like Sister Sledge, they flew that group in to out in the suburb. It wasn't a suburb, it was just beginning to build up way out there, because when we went out there, it was so black and dark. The only thing you could see was stars. There was no buildings around it. Just this big hotel with lights around it. But when we got there, we went to have dinner, and this group performed for us with a Sister Sledge. They came and met everybody. We had name tags on. They had good food. At the time, I eat out then, I guess. They had the meat where it went around on a stick or whatever. And they cut it off, and so anyway, they fed us good, and they performed good with Sister Sledge. We are family. Then, right. Then later on, the record was released, and we sold it. We put it on the chart. It became a big hit. So, but we met all of them at the time, you see.
Wow.
And so that's the way they would do things sometimes when they got an act going. They would try to get booking in on a tour or whatever. It might be on a promotion tour. They go from each city, big city, to promote their act. And so when they get there, they want to have key people who can do something for them, like list their records or whatever, do something to help the company.